Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. WWE's biggest storyline heading into Survivor Series, War Games, is between Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns. The two Samoans are each determined to claim the position of Tribal Chief. Although she does not follow the product today, former WWE superstar Melina Perez was asked to comment on the ongoing battle, and her pick was the OTC. Speaking on Muscle Man Malcolm, Melina addressed her lack of knowledge in today's wrestling storylines, but then shared her honest thoughts. The former women's champion feels anybody who is following in the footsteps of Roman Reigns is simply rehashing what he has done. The OG is the one that paved the way, Melina stated. Anything that comes after that is just a remake. Maybe, Solo Sikoa, did like a little bit of a spin, but really, would you have come up with whatever you have now if it wasn't for the original? From 10:06 to 10:22, Melina was further asked about her potential return to WWE. While she has an interest in getting in shape and back in the ring, she does not expect things to head in the direction of the Stamford-based promotion. Furthermore, the former women's champion discussed what it would take for her to re-sign with her previous employer. Team Roman Reigns vs. Team Solo Sikoa set for Survivor Series, War Games. On the latest episode of SmackDown, Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn seemingly set aside their differences for the greater good, as the two have a common enemy. Together with the Usos, they are looking to take down Solo Sikoa's new version of the Bloodline. As of this writing, there are 4 members on each team. Since War Games was introduced to WWE's mainstream audience in 2022, the contest has always been a 5-on-5 affair, replacing the traditional Survivor Series tag team elimination contest. With that in mind, there have been rumblings about a 5th member being added to both teams. However, it is hard to predict at this point which direction Triple H and AMP Company are taking this storyline. In WWE, the position of Tribal Chief is sacred. It's more than just a title, it's a testament to one's strength, loyalty, and status in the Samoan wrestling dynasty. For years, Roman Reigns has held the crown, embodying power, charisma, and an unwavering grip over his family, the Bloodline. But recently, a new force has emerged, Solo Sikoa, the silent enforcer, whose brooding presence has grown more prominent, sparking whispers that he may be the one destined to dethrone Reigns. WWE fans, and even the wrestlers in the locker room, have begun wondering who truly deserves the title of Tribal Chief. The tension between Solo and Roman has escalated since Roman's controversial win at SummerSlam, where Solo's interference was decisive. Roman might have raised his arm in victory, but his cousin's quiet defiance didn't go unnoticed. Some wrestlers speculated that Solo was growing tired of being in Roman's shadow, and fans across the WWE universe were split. Was Solo Sikoa just a loyal soldier, or was he the rightful heir to the throne? Enter Raquel Rodriguez, one of WWE's strongest female superstars, who had managed to become one of the few to stand toe-to-toe with the fearsome Rhea Ripley. Known for her own power and resilience, Raquel held a deep respect for Roman Reigns but also saw Solo's potential. In recent weeks, Raquel had become more entangled with the Bloodline, partly due to alliances and partly due to her own quest to cement her place among WWE's top stars. One night on SmackDown, Raquel found herself backstage, cornered by a WWE interviewer who wanted her take on the brewing Tribal Chief debate. Raquel, the interviewer began, "There's a lot of talk right now about Solo Sikoa potentially challenging Roman Reigns' authority. You faced both Roman's and Solo's wrath in the ring, and you've been a key player in SmackDown's locker room. Do you think Solo has what it takes to be the Tribal Chief?" Raquel considered the question carefully, her gaze intense. Roman Reigns has proven himself time and time again as the Tribal Chief. He's won countless championships, he's led the Bloodline, and he's put WWE on his back. But, she paused, a faint smirk forming, Solo Sikoa, there's something about him. He has a raw, untamed strength, and he's fearless. If anyone could rival Roman, it would be him. Her answer was diplomatic but left the WWE universe wondering, did Raquel truly believe Solo could be Tribal Chief? As the weeks rolled on, Roman grew suspicious. He wasn't blind to the murmurs of his cousins, nor to the way wrestlers like Raquel seemed to be gravitating towards Solo. To test her loyalty, Roman invited Raquel into the ring on an episode of SmackDown, declaring that he wanted to set the record straight. Under the arena's blinding lights, Roman Reigns stood tall in the center of the ring, flanked by Paul Heyman. Raquel walked down the ramp, her expression guarded, as Solo watched from the sidelines, his face unreadable. Roman wasted no time, cutting to the chase. "Raquel, I've heard you've been talking about my bloodline and what it means to be the tribal chief. So I'm asking you, right here, right now, who do you stand with? Are you loyal to me, the rightful tribal chief, or are you backing a fantasy?" The crowd held its breath. Raquel knew the weight of her words would impact her career and her future within the bloodline's circle of influence. She took a deep breath, meeting Roman's piercing gaze. "With all due respect, Roman," she began, her voice steady, "you've earned every right to call yourself tribal chief. You've beaten legends, brought glory to the bloodline, and raised the stakes for every wrestler in that locker room. But Solo has something that even you can't deny." The crowd erupted as she continued, her confidence growing. "Solo has been your right-hand man, your enforcer. He's taken hits for you, fought by your side, and yet, he doesn't demand recognition. That's the strength of a true leader." Roman's expression darkened. "So you're saying he's better suited than me?" His voice was low, barely masking his anger. Raquel didn't back down. "I'm saying that he has the heart of a leader. He doesn't need to declare himself the tribal chief to be one." At that moment, Solo stepped into the ring, creating a tense triangle between himself, Roman, and Raquel. The two men locked eyes, the intensity between them almost tangible. Solo's normally stoic face showed a hint of emotion, perhaps pride, perhaps anger, or perhaps the acceptance of a challenge. Then, Raquel made her move. She turned to Solo, extending her hand. "Solo, if you ever need someone in your corner, you know where to find me." The crowd roared, sensing the seismic shift this allegiance represented. By publicly offering her support to Solo, Raquel had thrown down a gauntlet, a subtle challenge to Roman's authority. Roman looked from Raquel to Solo, a smirk twisting his lips. "So this is how it is, huh? You think aligning yourself with him makes you powerful? You both forget who built this empire." With that, Roman threw down the mic, stepping face to face with Solo, the tension at a boiling point. Raquel took a step back, sensing the confrontation was about to explode. But then, something unexpected happened. Solo held up a hand, signaling Roman to wait. "I never said I wanted to be tribal chief," Solo finally spoke, his voice calm but full of authority. "I've always respected you, Roman. But respect goes both ways. And if you can't see the loyalty I've shown, maybe you're not the leader we all thought you were." The crowd's cheers reached a fever pitch as Roman glared at Solo, his fists clenched. Raquel's decision to back Solo had planted seeds of doubt in Roman's mind, and perhaps in the minds of the fans. But Roman wasn't ready to relinquish his crown, not yet. "Fine," Roman sneered, "if you're so sure of yourself, let's settle it in the ring. You and me, Solo. If you think you can carry the weight of the bloodline, I'll give you your shot." Solo nodded, his expression unwavering. "I'll see you at Survivor Series." As SmackDown faded to black, WWE fans were left on the edge of their seats, anticipating the showdown between cousins, mentors, and challengers. Raquel's decision had lit a fuse within the bloodline, a fuse that threatened to either strengthen or destroy their empire. And now, with Survivor Series looming, one question burned in everyone's mind: would Roman retain his crown, or would Solo rise as the new tribal chief? In backing Solo, Raquel had done more than pick a side, she had potentially rewritten the history of the bloodline.